A new warning from the world's leading economic and energy institutions is drawing international attention. Leaders from the International Energy Agency, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Trade Organization have issued the alert. They say prolonged tensions in the Middle East are putting serious pressure on global energy supplies and economic stability. The conflict has disrupted key trade routes. It has increased fuel prices. The situation has created uncertainty in financial markets. While the global economy remains resilient, experts warn of mounting risks. Experts warn that vulnerable nations are paying the highest price. The Middle East is one of the most important energy producing regions on Earth. A significant share of the world's oil and natural gas moves through strategic shipping routes, especially the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway serves as a critical corridor connecting energy producers with markets across Asia, Europe, and beyond. When tensions rise or shipping is disrupted, the effects are felt far beyond the region itself. Energy prices can increase rapidly, affecting transportation, manufacturing, and everyday consumer goods around the world. One of the most immediate consequences of the conflict has been higher energy prices. Oil, natural gas, and fertilizer markets have experienced significant disruptions. Companies and governments are being forced to spend more to secure reliable supplies. Increased transportation costs are flowing through supply chains. This is making products more expensive for consumers and businesses alike. The International Energy Agency has warned that continued disruptions could keep energy prices elevated for an extended period. Not all countries are affected equally. According to global institutions, low-income nations and energy-importing economies face the greatest challenges. These countries often spend a larger portion of their budgets on fuel imports and have fewer financial resources to absorb sudden price increases. Higher energy costs can lead to inflation, reduced economic growth, and increased hardship for households already struggling with rising living expenses. Energy prices affect much more than fuel. Fertilizer production depends heavily on natural gas. This means higher energy costs can increase agricultural expenses. As fertilizer becomes more expensive, food production costs rise as well. Like global institutions have warned that food security risks are growing. These risks are particularly acute in regions already facing economic difficulties. Rising food prices can place additional pressure on families and governments alike. Investors around the world closely monitor geopolitical developments because uncertainty often creates market volatility. Stock markets, currencies, and bond markets can react sharply when energy supplies are threatened. Financial institutions warn that prolonged instability could weaken investor confidence and increase economic uncertainty. Businesses may delay investments, and governments may face greater challenges managing inflation and growth simultaneously. Modern economies rely on complex international supply chains. Rising fuel costs make goods more expensive. Disrupted shipping routes increase delivery times. Industries from manufacturing to agriculture depend on reliable transportation networks. Experts warn continued disruptions could affect movement of critical commodities, including energy products, fertilizers, and industrial materials. Governments and energy companies are already adjusting their strategies. Many countries are increasing investments in alternative energy sources. They are also expanding liquefied natural gas infrastructure, renewable energy projects, and diversified supply routes. The goal is to reduce dependence on any single region and improve long-term energy security. The International Energy Agency reports that energy investment patterns are beginning to shift as countries seek more resilient systems. Much depends on whether shipping routes return to normal and tensions begin to ease. Global institutions warn that if disruptions continue, oil inventories could decline further while demand remains high. This could create additional pressure on fuel markets, economic growth, and inflation. Experts emphasize that the situation remains uncertain and requires close international cooperation. Energy powers the modern world. When energy flows smoothly, economies grow. When those flows are disrupted, the effects can reach every corner of the planet. Stay informed and subscribe for more global news, economics, and fascinating facts. Thank you for watching Unlimited Facts x VK Facts 29 and for your support.